target for Netflix. Mark, there was not just the subscriber numbers that stood out for you, but some of the comments and explanation in the letter that you just thought was a little bit worrying.
Yeah, we're at an avoid really here on the shares. We think there's still downside risk to the 450 level. I think the primary explanation, I mean, if you cut through all of it on the call in terms of the weakness, was that they had tough content compares. Essentially, the big hits like Tiger King that they were comping against in 1Q. And we think that there's more of a competitive argument to be made in terms of the weakness here that I think the company is not alluding to. So I think there's a bit more prove it in the second half, if you will, that it is just the tough content compares.
Do you welcome the buyback? What do you make of that when they're not exactly a sort of late-stage company with too much cash on their balance sheet?
Yeah, I think it's certainly well-timed. So I think it's prudent for them. In terms of, $5 billion versus $2 billion, they're certainly, taking on a bit more leverage there. But I think it's, more astutely timed in terms of the weakness that they're seeing here in the first half.
So just to play devil's advocate here, Mark, the company flat out says that it's not competition and that was immaterial. And they specifically point to two factors for the lower subs, and that is the pull forward in demand that they got during the crisis and the content slate, which they didn't have as much production during COVID-19. They've got a lot of data on their consumers. Why do you doubt that?
Well, and we put this in our note. If you look at actually the content that they produced this year, like the new releases this year, roughly, was up about 27%. So in terms of total titles, and those are English titles on an apples-to-apples basis, and they did have some big hits. I mean, they had Bridgerton, which was one of their biggest series ever that was released at the end of December. They had Lupin, they had Firefly Lane. I think certainly copy against Tiger King was a big one, but I really don't think that answers the entire story. The other piece in terms of COVID, which you brought up, Sarah, I think is an important one. So, we assume that they acquired roughly 9 million incremental subs in 2020 due to COVID. And our assumptions this year assume that remains a deficit. And I think the true test will be in the second half for them when they do have a much stronger content slate to prove that they can, recruit that or move, beyond that deficit, if you will. So that's the true test for Netflix is once we enter the third quarter.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.